Welcome to the Big Picture Simulation demonstration. To get to the Big Picture simulation, go to the website bigpicturepartners.com. When you get to that website, click on Simulations, and from there, select the option to log in to the simulation. Today we'll be looking at the Whole Foods simulation. So you click on that option, enter the username and password that have been provided to you, and simply click Login. As you open the case, first check to see if there have been any additional readings or templates provided to you, and go ahead and download those first. From there, we'll take a look at market data. Here's where you'll find all the information about your brand and the competitors' brands. Included in market data is share, unit sales, pricing, customer history, customer loyalty, and the category users and non-users. On every screen, you can roll over graphics to see further data. And the data is also presented in text form. Unit sales information is presented by type of customer. We have exclusive purchasers, multi-brand purchasers who shop from our retail outlets and a competitor, and also an average of these two. Again, when you roll over the graphic, you can see the exact number. For pricing, in the case of Whole Foods, this represents the price of an average basket of food at each of the competitors. Also provided is the customer history. The customer history gives us information on customers who have come to our brand, who have been lost by our brand at the beginning and the end of the year, and then the retention rate is also presented. This information is available for each competitor. We can also look at our customer mix under the Customer Loyalty tab. On this screen, we get to see what percentage of our users are exclusive versus multi-brand. And this is represented graphically. In addition, we are presented with the raw numbers of exclusive and multi-brand users for ourselves and for each of our competitors. From here, we can consider the entry and exit from the category as a whole, and this is presented in category users and non-users. This simply shows an overall example of how many customers are in the category, how many customers have entered in a certain year, and how many have left in a certain year. We can also think about our total market potential by looking at the non-users screen. In the non-users screen, we get to see how many non-users of the category have entered and how many are left as potential customers. We've reviewed all the market data. We can begin to think about the attitudes of our customers under the Benefits tab. Here we're interested in two important definitions: the customer's rated importance of different benefits and their perception of how well our firm and competitors' firms perform on those different benefits. So these charts are presented by benefit, with the benefits running along the top, and defined. And then on the side, we show the different competitors. As the years go, this chart will populate from 2007 to 2012. We can look at it by importance, by perception, by customer, for exclusive and multi-brands. Also, a very important screen in this section is the importance versus perception plot, where we can take a look at the relative importance of a particular benefit compared to how each of the competitors are performing on that benefit. As this particular chart populates, you'll be able to animate the chart to see the movement in the marketplace over the years. And again, this information is presented for exclusive, multi-brand, and non-users by benefit. Finally, we can compare two benefits. By selecting each of the benefits in the drop-down menus, we can evaluate our customers and our competitors' customers' relative trade-off between two benefits. In this case, we show service and convenience. And again, we can look at it for exclusive, multi-brand, or non-users. So we have a lot of ways in these screens to explore the relationships between the different benefits, both by customer perception and customer importance. From here, we can consider the financial information presented for Whole Foods and the competitors. First off, we have a basic income statement that shows our revenue, our net revenue, our cost of goods, and also shows what we have invested in during each year. We see our profit before and after taxes. We also can access a financial overview that shows us our performance compared to the performance of competitors, and for each competitor, whether the performance has gone up, down, or stayed the same compared to the previous year. There are two calculators provided. The first is a break-even calculator, where we can do a what-if scenario for changing price. For example, if we change the price to $220, we need to only get a 82% volume compared to our previous. However, if we lower the price to $185, we're going to need to increase our volume by 173.3%. Another important calculator is the customer lifetime value calculator, which shows us the impact of retention rate and price on our customer lifetime value. That is the revenue stream we can expect from our customers over time. We can use this calculator to see what would happen if the retention rate went up or down. For example, if I change the retention rate from 95 to 98%, the customer lifetime value increases substantially. Or we can look at what would happen if we didn't increase the retention rate, but instead increased price and were able to somehow maintain the retention rate at the same rate. And again, we can see that impact on our customer lifetime value. So this is a terrific calculator for evaluating what the longer term impact of our decisions is in terms of both price and customer retention. The final screen is economic profit, and this information simply reflects the fact that there is a cost of capital, and in this particular simulation it is assumed to be 10%. So we need to do better than 10% in order to justify our existence. So after we have completed reviewing all the financials and customer information and market data, we can start to think about decisions. We're going to make a number of decisions, the first being what to price our product at, and then what other initiatives to invest in. All of these are described in the case, and they are described on the screen when you roll over them. There are regular investments and also channel investments. The channel investments are cumulative, so if you make an investment in a channel, you should do it early rather than later. A couple of things to remember when you're entering your numbers here. The first is that you have to enter all of your zeros. So in this particular case, I entered 10 and then 3 zeros, which is not $10 million, but rather $10,000, which is an insufficient investment in this particular case. So be sure to put in all of the zeros that reflect the full weight of your investment. As you invest, you'll see your remaining budget adjust accordingly. You do not have to spend all of your budget. The budget that's left over will be applied to your profit for that particular period, but that money will not carry over to the next period. So you'll see a short-term impact on profitability, but you won't be able to save that money for future investment. After I've spent everything, I can submit my decisions, and when I do so, I will be taken immediately to the dashboard, and I'll see that we've moved ahead 1 year. So now the year is 2009, and we can begin to explore the impact of our actions. The dashboard provides an overview of market data, financials, customer benefit data, and unit sales and profit. This gives us a quick look at what has gone on as a result of our decisions. Again, we can roll over things to see specific numbers, and this will give us direction as to where to look next in terms of diving more deeply to see the impact of our actions. On each of the screens, there has been an additional year added, and all of the data will be populated now from 2007 through to 2009. It is up to you what data you use and rely on in order to make your decisions. There is more data than we can possibly use in the time allotted, so it's very important for us to identify what key pieces of data are most important given our strategy. You will make a set of decisions for each year. So in this particular simulation, you will make decisions through 2012, and each time you submit, the data will be updated and you will be at a new year. When you reach the end of the simulation, the Submit Decisions button will no longer be lit up and you will not be able to go any further. At this point, you have finished the simulation. When you have finished the simulation, you can go back and review the decisions you've made in your Decisions History page. You will also want to, at this point, click on the Run Archive selection at the bottom of the screen and name your simulation. This is especially important if you're running more than one simulation. You can name it and also use the second column to put a description of your strategy. If you are preparing any type of report, then you can simply click on Open, and you can open the simulation that you're interested in reporting out on. For reporting out, one of the easiest things to do is simply right-click in any area on any screen. This will allow you to copy the data in that area, and then you can paste it into an Excel sheet, a Word document, or a PowerPoint presentation. You can find this ability to copy throughout the simulation, again simply by right-clicking and then selecting Copy Data. So that's an introduction to the Whole Foods simulation. Have a great time.